All right, we're here with the Chicken Rice Pod. We're here with Ruben again. We have Ali Star. How are you doing?
I'm not gonna make fun of Ruben this time. I was really thinking about it for a second.
How are y'all? How are y'all doing today?
I'm doing good, bro. I finished check-ins.
Friday check-ins.
Long day. Started at 7 this morning.
Started at 6.
Dude, are your balls bigger than mine?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But good response.
yeah. Fucking. So check-in day. I actually got everybody's updates done before I came here, which is nice, except for the people that didn't respond to me.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that was annoying. I had a little frustration
with one of the clients.
Yeah.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
Actually, we could.
I mean, it's just more of like
you could talk about the general let's
talk about it.
Common problems that clients do.
General misconception that I have with a lot of young clients is that, again, that's why I posted that thing yesterday on my story. Dude, funny thing, posted that thing on my story yesterday. I had 2 freaking spelling mishaps, and I just didn't repost the story. The first one, I said "you are" instead of "your" by accident because autocorrect, and I was like, dude, I can't look at this because it just bothers me.
Yeah.
So I deleted it and reposted it. Then it autocorrected consistency to consistently. And I was like, okay, fuck this.
It's the same word, right?
Yeah, yes, right, but it sounded fucked up. But again, my story yesterday, I was like, I need something like to be understood by everybody. Does not matter, and I'm all for optimal shit, right? Doesn't matter how optimal your movement patterns are. One, if you don't do them consistently, and if your consistency with nutrition and recovery is fucking dog shit.
Big time.
And then, also don't come to me and be like, why are, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. I want to gain 5 pounds. And it's like, dude, you've only been doing this hardcore for 2 months.
Yeah. Because we know what we're talking about, but they don't know what we're talking about. So we got to give them the example and the backstory to what you're talking about right now.
So, again, if you come to me, if we have a program, we're doing it for a little bit, right? And you come to me and I want to choose these movements. I like these a little bit better. Okay, cool. We can do that. After you want to change your movements every week or so because you just see something that you might want to try, right? I understand everybody gets excited. I see things that Dr. Mike might post and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
damn, I want to do that, right?
Yeah.
But what is dude, I'm literally just going to walk backwards if I
100%
just in the middle of my meso program something because I want to try.
How long is a meso? Some people don't know what that even is.
So 6 to 12 week period, depends on
training
gear,
program,
calories. Yeah. Your meso is your microcycle would be a week of training or how long your split is. And then meso would be what your phase is. So accumulation phase, deload phase, all that shit.
Yep.
Right. So again, why would just because you think something is superior, it's not superior. One, if you aren't doing it consistently,
right? Then
it's not superior at all. Of course. And then 2, doesn't even matter how superior something is on paper if you're not consistently working at it, right?
Yeah, you could substitute a more optimal movement for a movement that you're already doing, but if you didn't do that first movement long enough, you wouldn't even have noticed a different in the progress or growth in the because you haven't done the fucking first one long enough to even see any progress. So how the hell do you know? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's
and then
stick to one thing.
Even with my thing too, with super complicated movements that you see people do. It's dude, if we haven't built a basic structure even too, I'm not going to have you go do some unilateral fly that actually takes a lot more bracing, stabilization, and just general thought.
Yeah,
I could have you do a decline high to low fly.
Yeah.
As easy as that, right? But because you see some guy who has a PhD or some or you see JPG post it and then you're well, dude, I want to try this. And I'm I need you to understand that if we do this, it's not going to just magically, we're not going to get some magical turnover immediately of oh, your back's going to immediately get bigger.
Yeah.
Or oh, your chest is going to immediately get bigger. It's even the movements don't even really fucking they matter, right? But again, if your nutrition sucks and your fucking recovery sucks, and then if you're not doing this for a while, don't expect to see results.
Yeah. I mean, you see all these movements of different kinds of movements. Everyone's excited to do it. It's well, that works for that person. That might not work for you at all. And that's the biggest thing is the whole idea of growth and hypertrophy is to feel the pump. And if you don't feel a pump, you're not getting anything out of it, essentially. People see all these row variations. It's How about a dumbbell row? Like a dumbbell row could achieve kind of like almost the same stimulus, especially if you're a new lifter. If you're a new lifter, you're probably going to get a lot of that dumbbell row because it's just pull this fucking dumbbell and lower it back down and do that like fucking 10 to 18 times, right? And feel that pump that you're trying to feel instead of trying to do something complicated where you're all over the place and then it's not effective because you're bored already from it, right?
I completely get, like, we got to be careful saying pump, though, because, like, sensation doesn't mean,
100%.
Like, right? So you want to get a pump in the target musculature.
Yes, right.
So let's, like, define that. And then it's more, or so, my thing is, it's like, what is optimal? I should probably define
Mr.
that. Being
Optimal.
fucking, like, dude, right?
Yeah.
So you do not come at me and be like, the bench press is not optimal. Dude, if you like bench pressing and your chest gets big from it and you program movements after that that are adequate, give you the ability to converge, to train your chest fibers and the actual way that they move, not just straight up and down because you're locked in a bar path on a bench press, it could be considered optimal. Optimal is like what works best for you on paper as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, somebody with like lower back strains or herniated discs, RDLs might be a really optimal fucking movement to grow your glutes and your hamstrings.
Yeah.
But is it optimal for somebody with a herniated disc
Right.
at their low back?
Yeah.
Probably not. So, like, what is optimal, right? So then it's like, and I can be guilty of this too because you only have minute 30 seconds on Reels to say, like, your information. It's like, it can be misleading because you have everybody out there like, this is optimal, this is optimal, this is optimal. And then everybody gets confused on, like, well, what is optimal?
Yeah.
Right? How can we define that? It's like, well, this could be literally, the definition of that could be changed from person to person and then from like that person's fitness journey, where they're at in their fitness journey, right? Like what might have been optimal when they first started for them is now not optimal for them as they continue to progress. So the word can be loosely used, and that's where it's dangerous, right? Because people just like take that and roll with it.
Mr. Optimal, hella dangerous.
Yeah, for real.
That was
man.
good. That was a good definition.
Nah, I feel that.
Because it is like,
Yeah.
we could sit here and again, but I'll tell people when I get clients on calls, I think everybody expects me to like, because everybody usually, when I'm like, my first question is like, what are you currently doing to work towards your fitness goals after I get an idea of like what their goals are, right? And usually everybody's like, well, this is my split right now. I do this movement, da 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 da. And the first thing I go into after that, when I give them their assessment, is nutrition, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, And I always preface it with like, dude, I could sit here all day and be like, well, this is what you should be doing. Run this split. Da, 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 da. But like, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do outside of the gym, that shit really doesn't matter.
Oh, 100%.
It's not going to play a role, right? So
That's with everything too.
So there you
Like,
go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what is that's why you'll see people on my Charles Glass post where I rip on Charles Glass. They're like, well, he has great bodybuilders. Like, he must know what he's doing. And it's like, dude, yeah, he does know what he's doing when it comes to drugs and nutrition and stuff like that. He might not know what he's doing when it comes to biomechanics, but the larger role in things is going to be genetics, nutrition, calories, not like, again, not your training split. I could literally have the most optimal program on paper, but if my approach to my bodybuilding is bullshit outside of that, I'm going to have a bullshit looking physique.
Yeah.
Period.
100%.
Intensity.
That's why that's why you got people who train like fucking idiots, but literally do not miss meals, do not fuck around
Fucking
with their
grow.
shit, and they look great.
Yeah. I mean, they might train less times per week too.
Yeah.
And like 4 times a week is not unheard of. And people are like, oh, not 6? It's like, no, not 6, motherfucker.
Dude,
Like,
I'm on 2 on 2 off right now. I'm on 4 times a week. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's not, people just
It's also has to do with training age.
2 on, 2 off.
Yeah, dude.
not 2 on 2 off, 2 on 1 off.
Oh, I thought so.
No, 2 on
Maybe
1
I knew that.
2 on 1 off. So 4 days
what
of
the
training a
fuck?
week. Yeah, 2 on 2 off.
That's
What the
wild.
fuck? Yeah, not 2 on 2 off.
So recently I did more. Now, like, I changed my training to like 3 on 1 off. So I'm training 6 times a week, but that's because that's the frequency I can handle because I'm eating more food because I'm in a surplus now because I want to gain weight. Like that, but that's just understanding like, okay, I've been doing this. I cut. This was my training. I changed my training up a little bit. And this is after like 10 years of like knowing and being intuitive and like seeing and learning, like working out with Alistair. I'm like, fuck, like I should be doing some of stuff, implementing stuff like this because I'm seeing a lot of growth and like I'm feeling the intensity where I should be feeling it. And since then, I've been making awesome like progress through the gym. Still not gaining a lot of weight as fast as I want, but I'm still kind of staying consistent.
Do
outside
steroids?
the gym. Yeah, I know. I mean, we can get to that, but like,
When did you start the bulk?
I can look back. Probably like a month and a half ago.
Because I was gonna say when you walked in, I could like tell you looked bigger.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's
I,
gotten bigger.
I'm not even gonna lie, like
Yeah, he's
literally
gotten
looked
bigger.
bigger.
So I got bigger. So I switched over. So I went from a strength phase. So like when I first met Alistair, like, he's like, no, just do this. And it's kind of funny because he still teases me, and he did it from day one. But like so CrossFit background. So it's all about barbells, barbell back squat, deadlifts, and barbell
like
bench.
free weight
right?
shit.
Yeah. And so I did a lot of that. Coming back, I did more strength bicep stuff. So power building, which is like powerlifting, and then with accessory work like curls and stuff like that. And then I really started like looking at like how could I, I'm getting stronger, but I'm also getting more injured. It's like fucking annoying. I'm not getting bigger. I'm staying the same. So I need to change my training. And because I know my nutrition was on point, I knew that the missing piece was how I trained. So then I just changed my training up, increased my calories, because everything else was on point. I think people like to jump the gun on like training because it's like the easiest thing to kind of pull. It's like to look like, oh, I need to do this move because this is what,
This is what so and so does.
Yeah.
I was guilty of it, bro.
Oh, we all are.
Again, I'll say it again when I always use this guy as an example. You know the Ulysses World, right?
Black dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ulysses World. He's got the
Yep,
dreads
yep.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's
Long-
fucking
yeah.
massive.
Bro, dude, right? And when I first started, not even a bodybuilder, I was just like, bro, I'm trying to have my abs look like his.
It's turtle shell.
Yeah, dude. Well, the dude's got like fucking 8 fucking sections of his transverse abdominis. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, well, I don't have that, it's like it's so much more things playing. So I used to be like, well, dude, because he does all these crazy core workouts, right? Like with the medicine ball in his feet, like doing hanging leg raises,
Yeah.
like crazy shit, right? Gets a lot of views. So dude, year 1 into the gym, I'm like,
Got to do it.
I'm like, I must do these core workouts. Like every time after my fucking session, I'd be like, dude, if I don't train these, dude, I'm not gonna have abs.
That's funny.
It's like it's so fucked. Like I have to do these. I don't want to do them. It's fucked. But I'm gonna do.
Do you do them now?
No. Fuck
We,
no.
I haven't done an ab exercise. You know what? I lie. I do it every once in a while to warm my back up, believe it or not. But like, I don't do abs ever. And like, if you're lifting heavy shit and you're bracing your core, you're using your fucking abs.
But
And
like-
people don't understand that.
My abs get sore from squatting when I squat now because I go all my breathing
Yeah.
and bracing. A day after squat or deadlifts, I wake if I touch my core,
It's like a strain, right?
I'm sore. I'm like, oh shit.
Mhm.
I did hanging leg raises for the first time
Shit
in
sore,
like
huh?
probably like a year.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I did it was after prep. It was after my show, so it was probably like a couple months ago. I was sore for like over a week. Like I remembered, I was like, I did this on Saturday. It's Saturday. It's the next fucking Saturday, and I'm still sore, and I cannot even like twist my core and shit because like shit was too much. So it's like it really like you do that shit first time in like a
Yeah.
while, bro. It'll humble the fuck out of
Hanging
you.
raises are really.
Let this fucker write my deload week this week. Oof.
You good?
What?
I'm fat. My meal just tried to come up and say hello. No, Ruben wrote my deload week this week, and he made me do sit-ups, and
Just like whole body shit, just to kind of move.
I woke
Yeah.
up on Tuesday after doing the sit-ups, and I was like, my fucking
Yes.
stomach hurts.
Yeah.
And it wasn't at a very high intensity either, right? It was probably just getting. You
I
just
was
did
like
them.
20 sit-ups though, but 4
Yeah.
sets, and by the time I got to the 4th set, I was like,
Yeah.
And people forget how like good just a regular old sit up is very effective for your core. And people are doing this fucking crazy ass shit.
Well, what humbled me was, dude, last time I did a sit-up, I was 170 fucking pounds.
Well,
boy.
yeah, that you doing a sit up,
210 pound sit-up, I was like,
lifting up 100 pounds.
I was
one
like,
end.
oh
Yeah.
shit, boy,
You made that noise every time you
you're
came up.
heavy. Well, dude, no, my
Make an
thighs
old
were
man.
clapping, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
What?
Like my thighs
I know what
were
you're
up
saying.
and shit. So like when I'm going down, they're like, like making a fart. Sometimes I was like, dude, I'm fat as shit. Like,
That's funny.
We already said this in one of the other pods, but you do not need to train abs to get abs. Everybody has abs, just whether you can see them or
gotta
not.
find them.
you gotta shed some fat off.
For some people, it's deep in the fucking forest, and for others, it's right there. But
I was always lucky, skinny white boy with abs.
See,
when are you starting prep?
March
is the
20
real
March 2023, he
question.
wants-
Because I know you keep saying it.
March 2023, he said looking for shows.
We're waiting, bro. We're waiting.
So what is,
2023, that's
what
pretty
is
dope.
March 2023? How
I
far
want to
is that?
see you hungry as fuck. That's what I want to see.
7, 8 months,
See you
right?
hungry.
7
motherfucker.
months.
Dude, so prep will
Yeah.
probably be 16 to 20 weeks.
Yep.
So if I have
That's good,
months,
the longer
if I have
it is.
6 months of time, probably like 2 or 3 months, and then
Dude, if you start 20 weeks out,
16 to 20 weeks is 4 to 5 months, bro.
no, well then probably a month or so we'll start prep.
a month out,
Probably a
We'll
month
start-
or so we might start. I mean, dude, he said last like 4 check-ins ago, he's like March 2023, we're gonna start looking for shows.
time out. Well, you would start training for shows, so that's when you start prep.
No, he's saying like we should look for shows March 2023.
That is,
So- yeah, that's
so
a
you're
good
competing
question,
in March, or you're starting cutting
No,
in
no, no.
March.
So, like, with prep, like, does prep start when you, like, drop calories, or does prep start when, like, you have the show?
The goal,
like, that's
right?
a really good, because I know I seen Mantello, like, he said he was on prep, but he was, like, bulking the first couple weeks of prep.
So the way Kevin did it for me when I did my first prep, he was like, dude, I even went to Canada to visit my grandmother before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say
I
that
packed my fucking meals. I can't.
Just move. Keep going with the story. Who knows what the fuck the algorithms and
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
the bot,
I mean,
robot will fucking.
It's not
mark
like we're
this.
on the radar.
Yeah.
But
blows up.
so I go to Toronto. I have all my meals basically, but it was a big thing. Kevin was like, "Look, you're smaller. We either have 20 weeks to really clean up your food and get you like, because again, the cleaner your food is, the leaner you are.
quality
the
dictates
more
quantity.
food you can eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So he was like, let's get things like really controlled, not like prep like where calories are really low, but prep like you're not getting a cheat every week, bro.
Like a
You know
meal
what I mean?
plan.
Yeah,
Just
like
get on
dude,
a
you're not getting
nutrition-
a cheat every week, bro. Like you will get
Yeah.
your cheat like when your body says you need a cheat. Right
Yeah.
now it's chicken and rice and beef and rice and shit.
Just build a level of health of
To the-
as far as that goes.
to
Right?
the-
Yeah.
You said beef?
That's it.
What's that?
Beef, it's
red
red
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah.
Fucking so I would say for me prep starts when I stop doing weekly cheats go out and it's like, okay, your cheat is now when my coach says you can cheat.
Right. When you need a refeed.
You don't even need, it's not a cheat. You need a refeed.
Yeah. It's
It's not
different.
even a cheat. Yeah.
Yeah. You need
a
this.
refeed. Your body needs calories. Now we're in prep.
Well, how do you define the difference between a refeed and a cheat? Because I would say a refeed is just like getting more rice or some shit. Or would you consider
Exactly.
a
That's what it
refeed
is.
like
Yeah.
a cheat?
Exactly. No,
Okay, word.
so
Hell
dude,
yeah.
everybody's like,
Because that's
for instance, Kevin, I'll probably never go eat brunch for a cheat again. He gave me 2 cheats. I got sushi one time, looked great after the sushi. I got brunch. I went to biscuit, got like toast, eggs, like
Just higher calorie
pancakes,
dense,
You know what
yeah.
I mean, just like a regular, literally 3 eggs, like some bacon, 2 pancakes, and like a breakfast, like it's like biscuits, so like a tiny milkshake, right? And I gained like 6 pounds, and I
all
just
water
it's
weight.
just I was just holding on to so much water.
Yeah.
And then the check-in, he was like, dude, he's like, you can never, he's like, at least right now, he's like, you can not have brunch as a cheat.
Well, how far apart was the sushi with the brunch?
Well, I was close to peak week when I had the brunch, but again,
Yeah.
it's just the way foods work, bro. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
And especially when you go out, you can't really. You don't know how much butter they're putting in it, right?
I didn't even want fucking, dude. Everybody thinks about it. Everybody's like, and I'm not even trying to be that guy. Like, everybody like, I love pastries and shit, bro. But when I was hungry like that, bro, I honestly just wanted fucking more rice.
Yeah.
Or like potatoes.
something
you know what
that
I mean?
fills you up, more
dude,
volume.
like-
Yeah.
And I don't, dude, you know me. I don't fucking like rice.
No.
Bro, I'd be like, dude, I could really eat some rice right
Yeah.
now. Like, I would love it. Dude, I would eat, like, I would get Mio again. I'd make BCA flavored popsicles. So I would put my BCAAs in the like popsicle thing.
Yeah.
Kevin put me on it. I would just chew them because anything flavored at that point,
It's just
anything with
it's a
substance.
psychological trick for your brain.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, I'm eating calories. Meanwhile, you're fucking eating salted flavored popsicles.
Ice.
Ice, yeah.
Literally.
So that's, but like refeed. So the difference between a refeed would be more of like a controlled, like with rice, like.
If your body can handle fucking junk, bro.
Well, that's the thing is,
And you like
it's
it?
always different though.
Exactly, dude. Some people look great after they go eat like In and Out. Some people have, dude, like yours has fucking banana. Every cheat, it's like cookies or banana bread, like the Walmart brand cookies, you know, like the bakery ones.
Yeah.
He's always got them when I see him like post on his stories, like cookie time, like we're carbing up. You
Who's
know what
this?
I mean? Yours, Kalinsky.
Oh, yours. Oh,
Yeah. So, dude, he's got obviously he can eat very high glycemic carbs and things like that, and he's not really holding on to a lot of water.
but his refeeds are very controlled in a way where he knows what's in it exactly, so he doesn't go over in his calories, and why he stays within that realm of like, and that's kind of like the misconception I think people misunderstand about just fucking food in general is like, again, it's all about the calories, and as long as you don't go over to exceed a certain amount, like, because he's probably hitting maintenance, maybe a little bit more, but maintenance is high for him, you know, because he has a lot of fucking muscle. So, like, that's like fucking 3,000, 3,200 calories of what he has to refeed to, or some bullshit like that. I don't even know his not macros, calories and stuff like that. But, like,
I think people think refeed and cheat is like the same thing.
It's
when
not.
it's like, because a cheat could be like 3,000 fucking calories, where a refeed is just like 500.
A cheat for
extra
me
calories.
right now, like example definition of cheat. I have to get my meals in, and I can have food on top of that. That is cheat food. It's not necessary. It's not playing any role to my psychological benefit. It's not like taking down the central nervous stress that I'm getting from fucking starving myself.
Yeah.
It's not giving me that much. It's just extra calories, bro.
Yeah,
just
'cause
because
you're
I'm
growing.
bulking.
Refeeds and cheat meals are two different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you
Dude,
know,
your refeed is prescribed. Like your coach tells you, you need this, and this is like, dude, my refeeds were like 6 ounce patty burger. So you have, okay, the burger is 6 ounces, right? You know how much. It's like, you know that you're getting one burger.
Yeah.
One patty is X. So you have an idea of like X amount of carbs. And then Kevin would be like, or 8 ounces of fries or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's measured. Now, again, the brunch probably messed me up because, again, I went in there and I was like, I'll get this X amount of food. It's cooked on a flat top. I don't know how much butter they put on it, things of that nature.
and weren't you said you were close to peak week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably stupid.
So,
Yeah, I was, dude. But again, it's like I kind of knew going in. He was like, this cheat, you can kind of get what you want because, like, I've been without carbs for like 2.5 weeks at this point in time. It's been terrible. I'm dying, right?
yeah.
I'm flat as shit. And we were just trying. He was like, we'll see what your body looks like. Like, go get some food you enjoy. I was like, dude, I love brunch food. Is that okay? It's just like awesome that the food that I love to eat, like brunch because I crave that.
Yeah.
It's like food that I honestly should not be having when I...
It's important to distinguish that refeeds are for fucking cutting, like when you're cutting calories to shred. So the refeed is purpose so that both psychologically and your body bounces back from it, because being in a starvation state fucking throws your fucking hormones and everything else off. So like if you're chronically I deal with this with a lot of my clients. They chronically diet for like a fucking whole year because they want to lose 5 pounds and they can't. And it's like, meanwhile, just fucking start eating normally, get your body back to normal, and then focus on your diet again.
How do you feel about carb cycling?
I do it all the time.
Little post.
So like carb cycling in what regard?
Like for prep, like if you're on prep.
Oh,
carb
it's great.
cycling.
It's great. Especially on like dude.
Well, what do you
if I'm
eat
fucking
more carbs during like a higher intensity workout day? Is that what you're talking about? Like I do that already on rest days. I'll eat less carbs but more fat, so I hit my calories consistently throughout the day.
I don't see the point of doing carb cycling like in a bulk.
No.
Like again, so I don't understand why you do the extra step right now when you're bulking.
Well, because I like to, because I don't like to eat as many carbs.
Okay, I get that.
That's me. That's a personal choice.
I'm saying like just for the sense of doing it for someone, right? So
I'm skilled to do that because I'm comfortable changing foods,
Exactly,
right? So
right.
I get what you're saying.
that's just a little like too much.
It's
for someone.
It's unnecessary
during
completely.
a bulk.
Yep.
If I'm cutting your
No,
calories,
because I went to remember when I went to Swan's house when he moved in?
mm-hmm.
I went over there and he's like, yeah, I'm carb cycling right now. I'm like, are you like cutting or bulking? He's like, I'm bulking.
Yeah, well, he likes doing that.
And I was like, yeah.
He feels better when he doesn't eat as many carbs. My thing is, bro, it's not going to do it. It's not like, dude, so again, if you eat higher carbs on your higher training days, your calories are still going to be the same when you're bulking, right? So you're just trying to hit. So that just means the days where you are eating more calories now is just more calories than if it were to be consistent calories throughout. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now with cutting, it's more of like strategic. Like, okay, your high carb day should be on leg day, right?
100%.
Or whatever muscle you want to bring up.
Exactly,
the most.
right?
Yeah.
So, but like on prep, it's like, dude, if you can't train legs because you like the only carb day that we have is 1 day a week. If we're on peak week, I'm most likely going to put that on your leg day.
Yeah. And there's so many different, that's the thing. There's so many different methods to do it, to cut, to bulk. Maybe not to bulk. The bulk is really just simple. It's like eat more just consistently. But like cutting is like, it's all a strategic way to not feel hungry and to get the most out of your workouts. So like whatever way works for you, do it. Like carb cycling, eating higher calories on 1 day and then fucking making them like don't eat another day kind of thing. But like, again, like if you don't know what you're doing, like hire a coach, hire someone that knows what the fuck they're doing because they have.
I think it can bug people out.
Yo, yeah, it's dude, when emotions fucking go through the roof when you're starving, you know?
It bugs people out and people weigh themselves too much. I'm not going to start a client out who already weighs themselves every day with carb cycling. The second they weigh themselves on a higher carb day and they gain 4 pounds, they're going to ask me if they gain 4 pounds of fat. And then I'm going to be like, oh God.
Yeah, it's a
You don't have them weigh themselves every day?
I try. I mean, dude, if they want to, they can. I have them weigh themselves once a week if you're a lifestyle client, bro, because I'm more worried about your transcending progress.
Yeah.
Like, right? Not worried about, now a bodybuilder, I'll have you weigh yourself every day, then I average out your weekly.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I
Right?
do.
That's
I'll take an average and then compare it week
That's
to
the
week.
most accurate way to do it.
Yeah.
But if somebody already has a bad relationship with the scale,
Yeah, very true.
I cannot, dude, like, because we've got to get you to the point where you don't gain 0.5 pounds, or like if you get shitty sleep and you gain half an inch on your waist measurement because you're bloated, right? Where you don't text me and go, oh my God, do we need to eat less carbs this week?
Yeah, because people
It's
are
like-
fed bullshit
It's
all
like,
the time.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we don't.
It
You
sucks.
what you need to do is calm down.
Yeah.
Stress is a real thing, especially when people are trying to get a goal. Like, especially like if it's a bodybuilder, you definitely just tell him to like calm the fuck down, dude. Because it's like, here's the end goal that you're trying to get to. Let's not fucking worry. But like, as far as people that are just trying to lose weight, like the people I deal with, I work with, lifestyle people, when they're like that, it's fucking terrible to help them.
Why do even people, I hate that. Why do you just want to lose weight? Even if you're a lifestyle client, I understand. But like, let's talk about this for a second. Dude, do you fucking care what the number on the scale is if you look 10 pounds leaner?
Oh no.
I'm dead.
No, you're right.
Okay, so
You're absolutely
God
right.
dang, do I get upset when people are like,
Of course.
why is the scale not moving? And I'm like, you've gained a pound. You've gone up. That's not what you wanted. But you look like you've lost 10 pounds. Why do you give a fuck what the number says? Well, that's where I get frustrated. I'm like, people are so attached to this weight loss, weight loss. Motherfucker. Why?
It's because it's shoved in their face every single
You'd
fucking day, man.
You'd rather lose pounds on this. People, I've worked with some people who genuinely would rather, it seems like they would rather see the scale move in one direction than they care about their body composition.
Yep. Well, that's why taking pictures, weekly progress pictures, not because, before and after. It's literally to see the changes that are going on in your body. If you ate fucking great all week and had a whole pizza pie, I guarantee you're going to look a little bloated, a little thicker in the stomach, and a lot softer like a puff pastry. Like, but that's going to pass because it's just water weight and your body's trying to get rid of it.
I think it's like the association of just the scale and looking better, because people think if I weigh lighter, I'm going to look better, which is not always the case, because then you turn into a fucking string bean.
No.
You know?
But then also,
You're going to build size.
I've gone from 200 to 211 since he's been up in calories. Last week I was back down to 208, but my check-ins I look bigger.
Cool.
That just means
that's dope.
Law of thermodynamics. My body is starting to eat these calories up now. Right?
That's good.
So he's up food again, which means I'll probably gain weight, continue to gain weight a little bit, and then I'll hit a point where it's like my body's going to start eating up these calories, and it's going to probably drop a little bit. And then it's like, okay, you need more food now, right? Yep. So, but I didn't lose muscle because I lost 3 pounds in 1 week, right?
There's no way.
There's no
way.
All I did was drop a bunch of water. I looked leaner, and then my food was the same, so my body just used the calories more and is now getting used to the food amount, so we can up food again.
Cool.
So that's just why you just got to look. People just stress themselves out.
But it's also like, yeah, people fucking, they're so, dude, we live in a day and age, it's like we're the most stressed we've ever been, ever. Because of social media and all this shit that's being like fucking pushed in your face all the time. And there's this idea that you have to be a certain way in order to feel and be like up to par with society. But meanwhile, it's like just be the best. You talk about this all the time. Be the best version of yourself, and you'll fucking come out on top every single time.
No, but let's actually talk about that in general, like you said, with the stress and shit. Because, like,
dude, my blood. I had to stop. I had to chill this week, bro. My blood pressure was high.
Caffeine.
No, dude,
No?
stress,
dude.
My thing is, dude. So again, we're talking about mental health. I already have mental health issues. My go-to default is like work myself out of it, right?
Yeah.
And again, it's like it's really cool to stay on your grind, but you also got to sit back and give yourself the time to like process shit sometimes, or like just think for yourself. You know what I mean? So with the mental health thing for me, it's more like give myself time to like enjoy, like, dude. Taking a step back, still posting content, but taking a step back this week to give myself free time to where I'm actually waking up and I'm like, dude, I fucking want to edit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, fuck yeah. Like, I'm so excited to make this piece of content. I'm very excited to go to the gym this week. And it's not that I'm like losing my passion. It's like, dude, stress is a weird thing, and it's very real. And like, I was losing sleep. I was waking up in the middle of the night. My blood pressure was 144 over 68 last week. It's down to like 130 this morning over 68. And that's just from taking care of my mental health. So, again, like for you already noticed today, it's just being aware of things too. Like, you're in a little better boat because you're natural. I got to be very aware though, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be fucking taking a gram of caffeine a day like I was. Like, dude, I might have to quit pre-workout altogether, honestly, because the second I started taking pre-workout again, sleep
started hitting
fucking terrible again, blood pressure right back up.
That's the main reason I was like, let's talk about caffeine. I don't know if you saw my story today.
That's why I said rain and a coffee, and I'm not feeling anything. You said caffeine break coming.
Bro, like, I had and it's been going on for like days now where I'll like have all these stimulants that I'm using to like try to like fucking feel something and like have the energy to do shit. But I just think my brain is just so fucking like overstimulated and like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I just feel like shit. Yeah. So it's like, I don't even.
That, like, again, we have a problem with the overstimulation thing, bro. It's like, it doesn't give you time to have your own thoughts, right? So especially with what we do, we're constantly like getting fed an idea through social media or like editing or something. When was the last time you like spent 2 hours away from some type of outside thought, like from TikTok or YouTube or Instagram?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just talking about this shit the other day with someone I worked out with. Is like, I just sometimes I'll sit there and look at views and shit on like my videos, or like I post a video and it's like it's not getting as many views, so I'll fucking like delete it. And like, it's almost like I get that hit of like dopamine the more views I get, and like I get stimulated more when I get more views, and then when I get less views, it's like my brain is like, bro, you're not good enough, like, you know, do better.
It makes its own
like,
fucking
what will
trap.
really start to fuck with you, it's kind of at the point where I'm at, where the views don't mean shit to you no more. It's more like, I'm super happy I'm living my dream, but like, at the end of the day, I also have to be happy, like, sitting by my fucking self on my couch at night.
Yeah.
And no matter how many hundreds of thousands of views I get on TikTok, I still got fucking shit in my head that I don't like at the end of the day. And that's the shit I got to think about, bro. Yeah. That's the shit I got to process. No matter how fucking famous I get on TikTok, or how famous I get on Instagram, or how fucking many clients I get, or how much money I get in the bank, that was the big one for me.
Yeah.
No matter how much money I get in the bank, at the end of the day, it doesn't make me happy. It makes it a lot easier for me to do things that make me happy. But like, so this is gonna sound super corny. There's a song by Billie Eilish, "When the Party's Over."
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own. I could lie and say I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that.
All right, hold on. Quiet
when I'm coming home and I'm on my own.
Yeah.
So again, the point of that is like, dude, no matter how many things you do, partying as an example, no matter how many drinks you have, no matter how many bitches you fuck, no matter how many views you get, it does not matter if when you come home and you're sitting by yourself thinking about yourself, who you are, if you don't love yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's that at the end of the day, dude. And what the hardest thing for me is like being a recovering, I've got mental health issues being a recovering addict. I've done fucked up shit in my past to where it's had to make me really think like, do I love myself? So again, no matter how many views I get, no matter how many clients I get, no matter how close I get to this goal, at the end of the day, if I don't learn to sit by myself, process my thoughts, and be happy with Alistair, none of that means anything. I still have suicidal thoughts. I still am depressed. Doesn't matter. So, like, you can pursue that goal as much as you want. You can drown yourself in your pursuit of clients, money, building a brand. But if you don't figure the shit out that you got going on in your head, too, at the end of the day, it's all fucked, really.
Yeah.
And then, like, for anybody out there that's going through, like, the same shit, like, what do you do personally that, like, helps? Like you said, you just...
Journal. Well, dude, so Ruben had to check me, like, another week. A week ago, I was really stressed, and he's like, dude, you talked to me. I told a client, like, a week before I was really stressing to do this. I was like, dude, you're having a big problem sitting by yourself. I was like, you need to go in your room, put your phone on a timer, set it outside your door, get a piece of paper, and think about why you're in the situation you're in your life right now. Are you happy with it? Like, how you feel about yourself, and let those thoughts come freely, put them on paper. You might come to some really dark conclusions. You might have some really fucked up shit come up, but you're going to be okay at the end of that. And you're also going to find this sense of direction at the end of that.
You're digging through all this shit and
right?
not being distracted.
So I journal, bro. Meditation. Every morning I'd listen to a 10-minute guided meditation on reducing stress. And it starts off with just taking 3 deep breaths, bro. And just literally, they says, focus on a flowing waterfall, take 3 deep breaths, and just tell yourself, I am here. Because the biggest problem with social media is, dude, I'm always thinking about the next thing. Oh, the next piece. Even, dude, you notice you get something that blows up and you're like, well, the next one has to blow up, right? The next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. What about the moment?
No.
What about the moment?
Yeah.
What about just being happy because I'm with my boys doing a podcast and this is my job?
Facts.
Saying that, bro, brings a smile to my face, right?
Yeah.
But thinking about the fact that I posted 2 videos yesterday and they're only at 3,000 views, well, now I feel worse. Oh, God. So
Yeah.
it's like, dude, is that real, though? Am I any lesser?
No.
Yeah. Are you less of Ben?
That's just, my only thing is just, like, with the views thing, like, most of the time, like, I don't really give a fuck, but it's just, like, I don't even know.
You feel like you're underperforming. Dude, no, I believe me, you don't know. That's what fucks with you. But again, that's when you got to tell yourself, dude. It's like, bro, I am no less Alistair or no less better at the end of the day. At the end of all this being said or done, fucking 1,000,000 views on my post, 1,000 views on my post, dog. I'm Alistair.
Facts. I feel.
People are going to like me. People are going to hate me. I'm just me at the end of the day, bro. And if I don't love me, that's where the shit comes in, bro.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from personal experience, because again, and I'll open up here. I'm gonna have to eventually do this. Like I see Bradley Martin doing it. Like when I was on drugs, bro, I stole from my parents, dude. I'm about to cry talking about this shit. Like, dude, I did some very fucked up shit. Shit that, like, when you sit by yourself and you have to, like when you're sitting by yourself, bro, and you have to think of these things. Like, I've done these things. I consciously have fucked over people or been a bad person. That's where I struggle. It's like, and I have to remind myself, dude, I'm not my past. I'm a different person now. I'm not those things. I may have done those things, but it's not who I am, right? So you just have to learn to love yourself, bro. And that's where people get fucked. Because, again, with social media, it doesn't help. It's like, dude, you might see James English. You never know. He might fucking feel the same way some days, but he don't post that shit maybe too much on the internet. So it makes you feel fucked up when you feel that way and you're like, dude, am I less superior than the next human because I feel like shit right now?
Yeah, you just see the good in other people.
That's why I posted that thing the other day where I was like, dude, this is Alistair, and he struggled with suicide his entire life. And he still does.
That was a really good post, by the way. I really
Dude, that day was fucking one of the worst days I've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like, I am a normal motherfucker, and I have stressful days, and I struggle, and that shit sucks. But like, all I have to do at the end of the day is just be okay with myself, dude. Just like who I am as a person. And at the end of the day, as long as I figure that shit out, bro, everything else, I've noticed the more I take care of my mental health and the more I do things that are good for me, the better I do on social media and things of that nature.
Yeah. No. You're not forcing it. It's coming out naturally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, the more I force it, dude, and the more I get like in my head about it, the more fucked it gets. Like the other day, I was just been on a trail of like, because I get some momentum. I'm like, oh, I'm doing well. I've been growing really well on social media. And you just kind of get in this loop of overthinking.
Absolutely. That's like the biggest thing that I just
everything
go through every time. Like, it's just like,
is this the right way I should, dude? I'll get finished editing a video and be like, should I have done it a different way? Like, would it be more like, would it be better?
That's what I've been like. Should I put this at the beginning or should I put this at the beginning?
Well, maybe this would have been a better intro. Well, fuck, dude. If I would have done it this way, it would have already had 10,000 views and it only has 1,000.
Yeah.
I know, because when you get on that train.
But the thing is, like, that shit does fucking matter on social media, but you just don't fucking, like, you don't know because, like, I mean, you learn as you go, but, like, that fucking first 2 seconds does matter a lot. I feel like
the overthinking makes it worse, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said it best that one time. You're like, do it the first time, and then that's it. Don't fucking go back and redo it, because how you say it the first time always comes out more authentic every single fucking time.
It's like you don't believe your teachers when they're like, honestly, dude, if you don't fucking know, go with your first answer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
And then when you get your test back or something, and you're like, I chose that shit the first time.
Yep.
And you're like, motherfucker.
Especially multiple choice.
And then I go back to, you go back to think about it. You're like, honestly, this is the truth, because the first time I do something is the most authentic version of that thing.
Yeah.
Every take after that, I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And once I'm thinking about it, once I'm in my head, especially me, I'm in my head.
Yeah.
Bro. And then it's like, whoa.
But you're,
all right, bro.
You're definitely in a better place now than you were last week, though. Like,
100%, bro. But the thing about me is I'm aware of having mental health issues, being a recovering addict. Well, my mental health issues come from, dude, I'm doing drugs from 13 to 19 when my brain's growing. So, like, I'm always going to have this problem. And I'm very aware of that. Mm-hmm. You reap what you sow kind of thing. So I have to be very aware that my happiness is going to be very up and down. Mm-hmm. If I start expecting to be able to ride the wave and not have downs, that's when I get in trouble.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you can't even have, like, the really good days without having, like, bad days is what I've realized. Because, like, some days I just feel really fucking good. And I'm like, shit. And then the next day, I'm just like today is just, like, one of those days where I'm, like, very chilled out. Like, not very, like, you guys can probably tell, like, I'm just chilling. Mm-hmm. I'm not, like, myself in a way.
No.
Because it's, like, I think it's a fucking, we were talking about this last time, but it's, like, a dopamine thing where I'm, like, realizing that I'm just giving myself so much stimulation on a fucking daily basis where my brain is craving that. And when I don't give it to it, like, I feel like shit.
People underestimate the equivalence of, like, and I'm not saying social media is, like, doing drugs, but, like, you get the same.
Yeah.
I would venture to say, because the way that cocaine works, bro, very immediate.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, oh my god, awesome, right? For 5-10 minutes, that's like social media, dude.
Yeah,
like it's like cocaine. You're like, this is awesome, fuck yeah. 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, whoa,
yeah.
Why am I so down?
Yeah, like you refresh your fucking feed and you go from like 5 views to 1 million views, and it's like,
but then you refresh again and the million goes from 1 million to 1,000,002 or something in 10 minutes, and then you're like, oh shit. Oh yeah, no, dude. Again,
it's crazy.
So the mind, the effect it has on your brain, bro. I'd venture to say if they did a study, it probably has a similar effect to like quick drugs like that, like cocaine, bro. Yeah. Like you're riding a wave, bro. And if you don't realize that, again, you get caught up, bro. I know it's bad. This is a better week for me when I'm doing check-ins. I know my shit's getting really bad when I refresh my fucking page to see my views in between each check-in.
And the check-ins take how long?
3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Is wrong
though,
with
right?
me, bro?
It's bad, bro.
No, I know.
but you
I'm
don't-
dead ass.
I'm the same way.
Subconsciously open my shit and go right to type T in my search bar and just go, dude. Subconsciously, you know
Yeah.
how much I do this shit.
Yeah,
just
just
bro,
refresh the shit.
dude.
It's
But that's
fucking insane.
because that's because one video did do that and popped off, and when you refreshed, you saw just a fucking 100%.
And then my brain went,
yeah,
oh, fuck yeah.
and you kept on doing it, and then the next post you did, it didn't work out. It's just like fuck.
Again, so the funny thing
Yeah.
is, it's like, so every time you do it after that and you don't get that, you're like, I'm lesser. I'm lesser.
Yeah,
I'm lesser.
each one that you pull it down, right? It's just it's worse and worse, and it's eating at your brain. I 100%.
I would honestly
agree.
love, dude. I used to break my phone all the time in high school. So I would go like a week or here or there because parents, bro, they're not buying me your phone. By the time I broke like my 12th phone and I'm fucking
12?
really, dude, you don't understand. Like by the time I broke like my 12th iPhone, dude, like I like phone number iPhone 5, right? And I'm obviously pissed drunk when I'm breaking these phones. It's
God,
fucking
dude.
terrible.
Those are
Bro, one
expensive.
time I had a liquor drink and I broke the styrofoam bottom in my buddy's car and the fucking liquor drink went all over my phone and my phone got like liquor in it, I guess. Not water,
That's
liquor.
dumb.
It broke.
Oh my god.
So my parents needless to say they were not funding that.
I saw this post one time, and this guy was talking about how he didn't go. He deleted all his social media, right? And he was off it for 6 months, and then he comes back and he puts it back on his phone, and he realized, like scrolling through again, that nothing fucking changed. Everything was the same. He didn't feel behind on any kind of current events or anything like that because everything on social media is not real in that sense. In regard to like
It's getting
feeling
real.
left out. No, I'm saying.
I think the weird thing is
Here we go.
No, well, dude, they're making it like a, bro. They have like VMA type awards for like TikTok celebrities.
Oh yeah, that's
what I'm
fucking
saying, bro.
surreal,
They're not. They're
right?
making
Like,
it to where current events are on. Like you have to be.
well,
Dude, I didn't know who Addison Rae was and all this bullshit with like young great and I'm like, dude, you got to. But think about it, dude. It's like People Magazine on social medias for these fuckers. Like they're like actors and actresses nowadays. You know what I mean? You don't hear about fucking actors and actresses. When's the last time you heard
no one
about
gives
some like
no one gives a fuck about them either.
exactly,
Yeah.
dude? When's the last time you heard about them like Brangelina? Remember that shit used to be a thing like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and like Jennifer Lawrence and all. Like, dude, everybody used to be so into that. Now everybody just cares about the social media beef.
Yeah.
Literally.
And it's just transition. Right?
People love
'Cause
negativity.
it's
They
that,
love
but
it.
they've always have. But it's
Love
it's just evolved from being on TV, being in movies, to now being at your phone and in your hand. Right. So like, again, I don't know, 20 years from now.
Your phone is a lot faster than going to
Yeah.
a movie theater or like sitting down watching a movie.
And
You
People
just have your
Magazine.
phone.
No one's reading People Magazine anymore. People are fucking just on this fucking little blog shit and
I used
drama.
to talk to people in the grocery store. That shit was like people used to actually talk in line at the grocery store. Now people just sit on their damn phones.
What? Oh! I try to talk to people all the time too.
You're weird like that.
Like,
I do too.
I'm friendly as
sometimes.
fuck. What the fuck?
Depends.
You're gonna make me
no,
sound like
I'm
the
the
creep
same
in the.
way. Dude, I'm the same way, bro. People, I think it's funny because I'm the motherfucker in the grocery store having a conversation with a 70-year-old man because he's the only motherfucker that
Yeah.
will look up and talk to you.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, bro. Even adults now are like,
You ever
Oh, yeah.
you ever experience like saying something like nice, and some people are just so fucking negative that they take it as like, what'd you
Yeah.
just say to me? It's
every
like,
time I go to Toronto, because
okay.
I'm from the South and up north, people are not like that.
yeah.
Every time I go to Toronto, every time I
There's-
get like something from somebody, and I'm like, thank you so much. Have a great day, right?
Fuck you.
No, they're literally like,
Surprised that you even said something.
they're like, low, like yo, I was at Tim Hortons the last time I was in Toronto, and I told this girl, I was like, you have like a wonderful smile. She's kind of hot. I was like, you have a wonderful smile. Like you have a great day.
So you were
right?
so you were hitting on her like an actual
Well,
normal
in
thing
a very
to do.
sweet way, right?
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
She was like, people do not say nice things like that. She's like, that's the nicest thing I've heard. Like.
Meanwhile, on her
Working.
TikTok's like, "Hey,
I'm
mommy,
like,
what's
well,
up?"
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, damn, people are honestly in such a hurry in a city like down here. It might be like fake polite sometimes, but at least people are like, Thank you so much.
I feel like you can tell if it's fake polite or not. Definitely nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people are real good at it. I'm good at it.
Being fake polite. You're good at. Yeah, I would say so.
I'm
It's
good
more.
at being
It's more.
fake polite.
Your fake polite is more scary though. It's like ha.
You've never seen me be fake polite around like.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know one day I'm gonna get into a fight. It's gonna be because of you.
Put me in a fundraiser type scenario where I need
fundraiser
to
type.
Put me in a scenario where there's a bunch of rich people that I need to act really nice around, make money. I can be very fake polite.
I see you.
Just for like tip you $100. You're so polite. Here you go. Here's $100.
Bro, in Paulizana, I used to work there in high school. Old ladies would come in and get their wine, like 70 years old. That's how I made so many tips. Every time, I'd be like, "Ma'am, you are gonna have to show me your ID because there is no way you're above age to buy that wine."
That is so corny, bro.
Every time, she'd be like, "God, you stop." I'd be like, "Ma'am, I'm not kidding. Let me see that ID." And I'd check her ID, and they'd always give me like $20 or $25, bro. Yo,
did you
Get in the bag since
she called me the Zohan, bro.
The who?
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Come, I knew he was gonna say that,
he's
man.
a younger kid, bro. Of course.
Fuck. We're movie
Let's
buffs,
do it.
so
I am the best.
We'll watch the shittiest.
Let's go.
Disco.
That shit's so funny.
No, Ben's
no
like, what
idea.
the fuck is he talking?
Dude, it's an Adam Sandler movie. You like Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
This movie is fucking hilarious.
It's one of his corny movies.
Yeah,
He's that
it's
guy.
fucking hilarious, though,
Yeah,
bro.
He's that guy.
First, I take Miss Fitzel in the back, and then I give her.
What does he
says
say?
something. It's so funny, bro.
He goes, "Oh no, I go take Miss Fitz and I bang her, and then I came out. I do you after, okay?"
Yeah, that's just so funny.
He says bang. It's that funny,
Takes
dude.
the woman's earring off with his tongue.
She's like, "I don't know why it don't come up."
No, this is so. There, he's teaching him how to cut their hair. He's like, you just start doing the bump.
Yeah. And they
They're
go
like
back and
humping this
forth.
girl. They're like, he's like a hairdresser, right? He's like fucking all these old women that go into the hairdressing store, and he's like, you just start,
You touch,
and if she no say nothing, you keep going. It's so funny.
and he has a bulge of
Honestly,
a fucking.
if he made that movie now, canceled.
Oh, 100%. He's going on tour, by the way.
People would be like,
We should go see him.
play on like statute or play on rape like of old women is funny. It's like,
Yeah, but they like
no.
it though. So it's like,
Oh, you're canceled now.
I'm not canceled.
Yeah,
They
but
went in the back and they totally liked
Oh, be careful with your word choice, bro.
Bro,
They
it's
like it. You're
depicted. You see
okay.
half-
All right, bro. It's okay.
Fucking just FBI.
Yeah.
Breaking it.
Holy shit. Yo, caffeine.
What about
That shit's yeah. Explain your
All right,
adenosine
so
receptor.
Can we bring your caffeine shit? Remember that one time I like called you out on it, and I was like, bro, how much are you drinking? How much caffeine are you drinking?
Well, I didn't really know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. So Alistair was drinking too much caffeine, just too much for any like normal human being, and I was like, bro, calm your shit down. He goes, really? Why? I'm like, and I explained to him that caffeine doesn't give you energy. And Ben like kind of looked into this when I said that we mentioned it last time we did a pod, but caffeine does not give you energy. It blocks the receptor in your brain that tells you you're tired. So when you consume caffeine, it tells that receptor to shut the fuck up. Hey, you're not tired, and then you can get about your day. When you drink too much caffeine too often, you shut that receptor off for a long time, meaning that you get less of that receptor telling you to like calm down and rest. So then you're just going to spike your cortisol levels, your stress response hormone, and then you're just going to fucking be in a world of hurt of like being constantly stressed, irritable, getting bad sleep, overstimulated, like probably what you're experiencing right now.
Meth does a better job.
Meth is a great solution to that problem because it'll just wake you right back up.
It's proven to increase your happiness by 1,000% too.
For how long?
Scientific studies show.
Really?
Yeah, forever.
Forever.
1,000 times.
Yeah, 1,000 times.
God damn.
He said forever. I was like, oh. That's funny.
No, but because I knew that like caffeine didn't directly give you energy.
Mm.
I definitely saw that somewhere.
You got
and
your
then,
caffeine face like all day.
bro. Caffeine today.
Well, how many? All right, I'll put it this
If
way.
he's
How
had a
many-
rain and a black coffee, he's at like 500.
No, but
That's not
on a
even that
regular
bad. It's not bad.
regular, yeah, for you, but like on a regular day, right? Let's say a regular chicken and rice day. What does Ben How much caffeine does Ben
All right,
drink?
so I'll tell you, most days it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I go to school. I train around 3. I wake up, I drink a coffee.
Okay.
I think it's like 100, right?
150.
Coffee.
150.
How big's a cup?
8 ounces?
Cup
Yeah,
of
about
coffee.
150. Let's say 150. Let's just overdo it.
150.
Go ahead. Go next.
Coffee.
A Monster on the
Okay.
way to school. That's another 200.
Monster has 200?
200.
Okay.
The white one.
The white one.
The white one.
I got them in the fridge.
That's valid.
Okay. The white one's good too.
The gold one's the best. The pina colada.
I never had that one
That
before.
one's the best.
All right. What do you have next?
Pre-workout.
150, 200?
I think Echo has 250. Sometimes if
What's
I
it?
take another one, it's like 350.
What do you mean you take another one? What does that mean? You take another pre-workout?
I have different pre-workouts.
Oh, I thought you meant you take one. You're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this one too. Like you
No,
stack them.
no,
You stack them before you work out.
No,
Okay.
Echo's
Go
got
ahead.
250, and then that's it.
That's it. That's a normal day.
That was like a normal day, but today was a rest day.
Okay.
So it was just a rain and a coffee.
Would you
which is
say
like 400.
sometimes you go over and have an extra energy drink too?
No.
Okay, no. So
What
that's
about
it.
your diet soda?
Oh yeah, diet soda, bro.
Averaging.
How many diet sodas do you drink?
Probably average 1.
Okay.
It's got like 68 milligrams in my Baja Blast.
Okay. So you only have one.
Average 1. Sometimes
one.
it's 2, but a 2 is like the max.
Let's say two. You're having about 650 to 750 milligrams of caffeine every day.
You want to hear what I was having on prep?
Where we have dude. Well, here's the thing. When there's a purpose
That's
to
different.
it, and you're
That's different. I'm dying. I need it.
You're doing it for a purpose, and you're already psychologically fucked up from lack of carbs, and your hormones are already fucked. Like, you need something to push you through, like caffeine, like
Dude, prep isn't healthy either way. I ain't worried about being healthy.
100%.
Fuck
So
you guys.
exactly. But if you're trying to be right now maintenance or bulk or whatever, you got to be like, so a good maybe 400 would be the limit.
As John Effer said, I don't even want to see my blood work right now. This shit's probably fucked up. You know
That's
what I'm
crazy,
saying? But
So like that, but that could be a huge. But I want you to think about like the average like person that like gets like who gets like energy drinks thrown in their face, like a bang here, bang there, monster here, monster
motherfuckers
there.
be going to the gas
They
station
go
before they
fucking
work a
hard, bro.
manual labor job and get like 4 fucking rains.
So
and
kids,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, last semester
Holy
I was
shit.
doing, I'd get 2 energy drinks a day. It was
Yeah,
like
dude.
600 milligrams.
that's a shit ton.
Yeah.
And like fucking these people, like kids like younger than you are drinking mad caffeine, and it's fucking thrown in their face, and they're like, first off, one of their brain is developing still.
Stunts their growth too.
Stunts their I don't even know the studies behind that.
Stunts
so
your growth a little bit.
So stunts your growth. It fucking stunts your brain growth, I'm sure. Yeah, so you're right, and you're just fucking making yourself more stressed out. So then you put your phone in the mix of that, and you're getting a dopamine hit from this. So now you're overstimulating from another fucking response hormone in your brain, and you're not fucking sleeping. And then they don't exercise, so they don't get their endorphins up to reduce their cortisol, right? They don't fucking go outside, so they don't get any natural sunlight, so they're just fucking raising their cortisol even more.
If my kid does fucking that bullshit where he be playing video games and not doing shit,
G Fuel.
bro,
Well, that's the same thing. G Fuel
I'ma
is fucking
beat that motherfucker's ass.
yo. G Fuel is fucking super promoted because all these fucking
gamers
are fucking promoting it, and they're
No,
old men.
but seriously though,
That's
no.
the thing,
Let me be
too.
real though. You don't need caffeine
To
to sit on your ass and play fucking video games, dog. No, I'm not even trying to be a dick, dude.
No, you're right.
Like, I understand it takes, like, dude, because I'll play video games for fucking an hour and get tired or something, right?
Yeah.
Dude, but no, dude, you don't. No, suck my balls.
I
bro.
agree with you. I agree with you.
Like nootropics, I can understand, but like caffeine.
Even a brain builder, like a natural, like vitamins that will enhance your focus, I could see that, right?
Yeah, but that's you have to accumulate that over time by taking it over and over and over.
Evogen has a brain builder thing, and it's basically just vitamins and minerals, and
right,
like
but that has to build up. Like that build up, like the caffeine is like you get the immediate response from that caffeine.
I just, bro, I don't know.
But I agree with you, man. Like it's unnecessary.
If a motherfucker was to look at me and be like, "Yo, I need to take an energy drink right now before I game," I'd be like, "That's you've got a fucking problem."
Well, caffeine is like one of the best supplements to take, but it's so abused now where I don't even like to recommend it to a lot of like people, like especially kids that like are just having questions. I don't recommend caffeine to them because I already know they're drinking too much caffeine. So like for a new lifter that's never drank caffeine, I'd be like, yo, have caffeine before your workout. Your workouts will be that much better. all you need is 150 or like a cup of coffee or maybe an energy drink, and they'll get great results from their training session. But you say that to a person nowadays, you probably will fuck them over because they're 3 fucking bangs in for the day. 6 o'clock at night, they're gonna fucking throw another one in.
I have a young
Can't sleep.
client who's like, dude, I'm getting really jittery before my workouts. It's like I'm taking a scoop and a half. I was like, how much does your serving size say? He's like, a scoop. I was like, it's like you should not exceed your serving size.
That's
bro.
probably 300 milligrams.
Well, I'm like, dude, obviously you're probably taking you're taking at least almost double the amount because you're taking an extra half scoop of beta alanine and all the stuff.
Oh, beta alanine, yeah.
So
100%.
yeah, dude, yeah, you feel jittery,
the jitters
and itchy
from that,
and
yeah.
shit, dude.
Bro, you're underestimating these caffeine amounts in these pre-workouts, bro.
100%.
They're fucking. There's most breeds now are
like
400 milligrams.
455,
Bro.
Really, man?
400.
Rise is 475.
See, but those brands,
dude,
you know
I'm pretty sure Rise was 475.
Holy
The
fuck.
low dose one is 375. When I first started taking Rise, dude, when Rise came out with their ambassador program, I was so obsessed with Joey Swole. I was like in that when Jay Lane first got in that. I'm still in the Facebook group. It's fucking hilarious. The posts there are funny. When I first took Rise, I went to the gym. I came home. You know when you take so much pre-workout that you're not hungry like hours after your workout?
Yeah.
It's a problem. And that was just because of how much caffeine there is in Rise.
That's fucking crazy. It almost should be fucking. This is how much people abuse it. It almost should be fucking regulated at this point because people fucking abuse the fuck out of it where it's affecting their fucking brain function.
You gonna tell me you take 2 scoops of Rise, bro? If you take 2 scoops of 400 milligram caffeine, you're fucking.
But dude,
insane,
I've taken your pre-workout, the one you can shout them out right now. You didn't do that yet.
We didn't shout out the fucking.
Bro,
and I got my Young Law,
Anyways,
bro.
I took a scoop of your pre-workout that you gave me.
It's great.
It's the best pre-workout I've ever had because first off, you're getting a little bit of caffeine, which is like 150 to 200, which I think is an appropriate amount. L-citrulline, which is a good amount in there. Beta
And a
alanine,
good dose, too.
And there's good doses in there. People don't understand that those things are actually good, and they're all going for this fucking bullshit.
What's
selling
6,000
point.
milligrams of beta alanine and 6,000 milligrams of L-citrulline and 1,200 milligrams of beta alanine.
Dude, it gives you the best pump. And like
that's around the same as EchoVision. Though.
that's the most expensive like
What?
It's like 6,000. Well, it has no. Does that have beta?
No.
So
Because beta doesn't actually do anything.
yeah, but I like the itchy feeling.
Yeah.
beta. Yeah, there's no study like that.
I get a great placebo effect, like when I like pumps with beta in it, because that's what makes me feel like I've still taken caffeine.
Yeah.
When I feel like I'm about to jump out my seat. You know what I mean?
Very true.
So it's a placebo thing for me where I'm like, oh, word. I feel like I'm about to jump out of my seat. Let's fucking roll. You know what I mean?
I think L-citrulline is like a fucking even better one though.
Yeah.
Like for the pump, if you're chasing the pump, like L-citrulline, you have something that has 5,000 milligrams at least in it. You're gonna get the best pump ever because it's just a natural fucking thing that expands your blood vessels so that you're gonna circulate more blood. I'm almost afraid to take it now that I changed my training program because I'm like doing more hypertrophy based programming. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk out of the gym if I ever take a pre-workout like that.
And I just wanted to say,
So go ahead, say it, asshole.
I
fucking mean.
I don't know if I'll be able to walk out of the gym because I have a gaping ass with a bunch of dicks in it.
See, there it is.
That's what I thought you were gonna say because I know you're used to that shit. No, fuck with you. But no, like for caffeine though, like one thing that I did last year that completely changed my sleep was like cutting off my caffeine by like noon. Like,
Yeah,
I had to work out later in the day because of my schedule and shit, and I would train at like 4 or 5. And then I was having pre-workout around that time, and it just completely fucked my sleep. But then when I took a stim free before the workout, but then I cut off, like, I would have like an energy drink like before 12, and then I would do stim free after.
Yeah.
Stim free pre-workouts are still good.
I think they're
Awesome.
super
Underrated.
definitely because you're present in the moment.
They're underused.
Yeah.
Yes.
More people need to use them.
Black coffee in a pump or in a stimulant-free pump formula would probably be a better way to go for a bunch of people than the amount of caffeine. That
I even have caffeine pills.
That's a good idea. Like the 50 milligram ones.
No,
That's a really good idea.
They're
Cody
200.
DL takes those.
I think they're 200, which is probably not good.
You can get low dosed ones. Like I'm pretty sure Cody DL, like Just Lift Bro, he has ones that are like 50 because he'll take like like late night workouts. Sometimes like 5 o'clock he'll be working out. I'll see him take like 1 caffeine pill and like a pump, right?
Yeah. No, that'll
Like 50
do it.
milligrams of caffeine in a pump
Then
formula.
you can
You're good.
control how much caffeine you want, and then, you know, that's the move. 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle off tomorrow. It's gonna be the first day.
But you can go. So here's the warning. You can go cold turkey, but it's gonna be really hard.
I've done it multiple times. I know how it is.
Oh, okay,
It's-
good.
it's,
good. So anyone who's trying to get off of caffeine, going cold turkey is like anything else. Trying to go cold turkey.
I did
is
it this
gonna be-
week and I feel like shit.
Yeah. So the you coming down from it's gonna be really hard. So supplement, but just taking less of what you're doing and just kind of wean off of it, and then maybe like
Yeah, you have 2 options.
Yeah.
It's like with anything. We were talking about this with like sugar. With like if your diet is like high in sugar and you're not like on a meal plan or anything, like you could either cut it out completely or you could just drop it slowly. Just me personally, I know I have like the willpower to like not consume any caffeine, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, because you know what you're going for. You know the end goal. Some people don't understand that, and then that's why they fucking just fall back on the off the train. Really, of that.
Yeah, so if you
Okay.
just have no discipline, then you know slowly decrease your caffeine intake.
You also
But if
gotta-
you can do cold turkey, it's gonna suck. Like I do it.
you got to go
I've
into it
do-
with a
I've probably-
mindset of like,
Probably done it like
I'm
5
taking
times.
it minute by minute. That's like, so I'm just really good at this because I've gotten over drugs, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
you want to kick a fucking addiction, bro. Talk about kicking Xanax. That shit sucks. So like caffeine, dude, again, it's like you can't think of it as like, damn, I can't have caffeine for a week.
I just
Take
think
it day by day. Like, so if the second you're like, I want caffeine, just be like, I just cannot have caffeine. I just need to make it through these next 30 minutes without caffeine.
Well, the fact that
you
said
take it as like
Yeah.
increments of time. If I were to gone into getting out of rehab, like, because I came out of rehab with like, dude, if you would have told me I would like, because I don't like to drink now, but if you would have told me coming out, like, you're gonna reach a point where you never want to drink again in your life, I'd been like, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Right? So going into it, I took it day by day. I just need to not drink or get fucked up today. I need to not drink or get fucked up this
Yeah,
week.
you're just teaching yourself that you can do it.
That's how self-control works.
Yeah.
And
I'm-
people bug themselves out when they go, fuck, I'm tired right now. And instead of going, I just need to make it through these 30 minutes, how am I going to make it through the next month without caffeine?
right. They overwhelm
And
themselves.
then they're like,
yeah.
I got to break and I got to have it now.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
it's
one of the biggest thoughts when I do cycle off is like, is it truly worth it for me to feel this shitty right now for like the end result that I'm going for? And I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, you know.
It is.
But I catch myself a lot of times questioning that, and it's even with like, even on prep, it was like the same way. It's like, is it really worth it? And it's like, fuck yeah, it's worth it. And then fucking get on the stage and you're lit.
Well, yeah. Prep is just another, like you said, it's like
That shit
realistically,
sucks,
it's
bro.
not healthy.
It's like a slow death.
No, that shit
you don't
sucks,
die.
bro.
Yeah, no, it does suck, and more people are striving to get there. And this is probably another subject we can talk about. But more people are striving to get to that prep look, and not understanding how fucking miserable it is.
These boys don't look like they on prep, bro.
What are you talking about? Ben looks like he's on prep every day.
No, like
No,
these
I'm
boys
fat
say
as
these boys
fuck.
be like,
Dude, it was
"Well,
a
I'm gonna-"
compliment, bro.
No, I can't stand when people are like,
appreciate you.
I'm 10% body fat, and I'm like,
8%, bro.
I'm like, dude, at best you're like 20, maybe little sub 20%, but like, I'm giving you.
People,
Dude,
yeah, they always think
If
they're
I
leaner.
when I hit
People don't know. So again, dude, I'm not even trying to be like that, dude. If you haven't, like, in prep is different because you're like weak. People like do mini preps, like, oh, mini cut, and they get really shredded. I'm like, no, dude, like,
no,
die, kill yourself.
yeah,
Not like that. Like,
Whoa.
dude, like
No,
get to the
like,
point where you
miserable.
feel like you want to die, bro. Like,
dude, I've gotten down to like 10%, and like I hold like more fat on my body, dude. I'm miserable at 10%. I can only fucking imagine getting to the single digits, because if I hate that there, I'm gonna fucking really want it. Like, no,
I
again,
cried.
Yeah, I listen, and
I'm dead serious.
and I'm totally like, I would agree. I'd probably cry too, or in some capacity, fucking break down.
Hunger pains are the worst.
Hunger is the fucking worst, man, and it's crazy. People are fucking hungry.
Hunger pains. I thought I was.
Oh,
I thought
like
I've
wake
been
you up in the
hungry
middle,
before.
wake up in the middle of the night, kind of
Or
type
not
shit.
wake you up, like
Oh.
not let you sleep.
Ooh, I've only gotten woken up from being hungry. I've never experienced that.
I'm talking like you lay in bed, bro. I think the most frustrating night I ever had, I could not sleep. I remember like just rolling around. As like I've been laying in bed from like 12 to like 3:30 in the morning. I've been laying there for like 3 fucking something hours at this point. I'm so fucking hungry. And then I just said fucking went and ate my breakfast at 3 in fucking the morning. But my rest of my day was terrible after that.
Yeah.
But again, dude, I like moments like that where you're like, dude, am I gonna go eat this meal right now? And then, like, because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I can't sleep.
Yeah, that sucks. And there's nothing you could do too, because it's the
Like,
middle
what
of
am I
the
gonna
fucking
do?
night.
No, and it's not like it's like, dude, I'm tired. Like, I need to sleep right now. Like, I'm dying. Like, I'm so hungry I can't sleep. And like,
Yeah.
if I do sleep, I'm sleeping for like I'm dozing off for a minute and then like rolling right back over and just thinking about food.
Last time I got woken up, I ate a chicken breast. I was like, I'll just have protein. Because at least if I'm going to be over my calories, it might as well just be something that's fucking going to take a lot for my body to digest.
That is facts.
You know what I mean? No rice, though. Minus the rice.
No rice, no carbs skis.
No carbs skis.
Fuck the carbs skis.
God, that'll be honestly, dude.
You're
I can't
getting
wait to
antsy
see.
already?
I'm thinking about
Holy
myself. No, I'm
shit.
thinking about myself lean right now,
That would look cool.
dude.
You visualizing it?
Bro, honestly,
The thing is,
I'm
you
about
don't
to
realize.
get crispy, boy.
I'm about to say, you don't realize like how fat you are on the bulk until you get leaner. Like, I was convinced that I looked fucking great on my bulk and I wasn't like fat and I was like still like lean. And then I fucking, I've lost like 15, 20 pounds almost and then looked like fucking thick skin shredded. And I was like, holy shit, like now I'm actually lean.
Well, I'm excited to see because, dude, I owe it. The best way to gain 10 pounds of muscle is just to lose 5 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
imagine
understand
you like.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look big now. Like, I can't wait to look big and lean.
Yeah, it's like you lose weight and you look better.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah, not dead ass, bro.
Well, you look bigger when you were
yeah,
super
he looks
shredded.
bigger when he's lean.
But at the same time, it's like
he's not bigger, but he just
weren't.
looks bigger.
I'm kind of bigger now. I think I
Yeah.
look a lot bigger now.
No, you look. It's just because I can see your
Not
muscles.
even. I mean, yeah.
Dude, you look bigger. Like, you just appear bigger.
I'm
when you're
fucking
shredded.
mass. I got more mass.
Obviously, but you look bigger
Yeah.
when you can see
Yeah.
more muscular.
It also really depends because, like, if let's say I just randomly put on like 10 more pounds of fat, like compared to my prep look, like, yeah, I'd look like probably not as big. Right now, I'm still like not fat. Like, I'm pretty lean, so like I look all right.
Start
I
eating
don't know.
more then.
What's up?
Start eating more.
I am.
Catch up, little boy.
We're slowly.
I'm
going
kinda-
up slow.
I'm kind of racing a little bit.
So-
I'm gonna race. No, I'm kidding.
I'm 167 in the morning.
You're heavier than me. Isn't that crazy? Fuck. You have more muscle. That's what that means. That's what that means.
We can end it.
I
We
gotta
can end
pee.
it. That'll be good.
Timer's up.
All right.
Is
Yo,
it gonna cut out?
we're just gonna fucking. Bow. Nah.
Spow.
Chicken
That's
Rice
the
Podcast.
caffeine talking from leaving his body.
I got no caffeine in me.
What?
My fucking body goes through that shit so fast, bro.
Funny.
Shout out Performance Subs. Code Optimal.
Great fucking pre-workout, by the way. Great
Young
fucking
Law, Code Chicken. Dethroner, Code Chicken. Gila Mix, Code Chicken. Chewable Trend. I'm coming out with my own gum brand coming soon, calling it Chewable Trend.
Young Law. Code Optimal coming soon.
Coming soon. Code Mazda on.
Mazda. Code. You're
I
a
mean,
pussy.
if you
'cause
wanna-
my name is Ruben.
We got to get you a chicken and rice code.
You want it?
Let's do it.
For what? Who? Him or me?
Both of y'all.
It can't be Mazda. That's fucked up.
For
No.
chicken and rice.
It's got to be Mazda.
Got to be Mazda. Got to be Optimal Chicken and Rice clothing to the
Code
fucking
Mazda.
They're gonna look me up. I have to change my Instagram handle.
Oversized
now. It's like, what the
tees.
fuck?
Ruben Mazda.
Mazda. Fuck.
Oversized tees just dropped. Go cop 'em, boys.
Get him.
Yeah.
Peace.